if I didn't get very lucky both times. Hello, everybody.
Nuts. He really tried to fuck us in the butt.
Peanuts.
I did not do any such thing.
Without lube.
Well,
I didn't even bring the Crisco.
super dry.
Crusty, actually.
Hi,
All
everybody. We're back.
We're Dicey Decisions.
This is DM Appreciation
and
Week.
we talk about butt stuff.
You know what?
Oh,
If
not
we
that
don't,
much.
someone's gotta.
Someone's got-
Randy, I hear you on the stream, and if someone could change the stream title.
I did.
No.
I thought I
I
did.
don't.
Dream title is DM Appreciation Day.
I thought I changed it.
It says episode 17. I don't know if that's right because I can't count.
No,
This
It
is
says
episode
Twist of
18.
Fate, episode 17.
That's what we are.
we are Twisted
Are you
Fate.
sure?
Yeah.
We're episode 18 today.
Are we 18? Okay.
But we are
Yeah.
Twisted Fate.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You know what? This
we're
whole
doing
group
great,
can't
folks.
read
Thanks
or
for being
count.
here.
I'm not in any of the other ones, so I'd hope I'm in the right spot today.
Hold on, everybody, while we figure our shit
We're a
out.
little disoriented, if you couldn't tell.
Honestly, I don't even know what day it is. I had
It's
a
episode
short week this
18.
week.
It's Friday,
I thought it
and
was Thursday.
we don't have a title yet.
It's DM
It's
Appreciation Week.
4
Okay.
hours.
All right. So, Twist of Fate, episode 18, folks. This is episode 18 of our Twist of Fate campaign.
It's all butts from here.
Going through
See it here now, live.
Turn of Fortune's Wheel with Book of Many Things, headed towards Vecna, Eve of Ruin, going all the way to 20th level. We are currently, the characters are at 8th level, so we are approaching our midway point of that journey there. And the heroes just finished gathering the information they needed from the gate town of Glorium in the Outlands. They updated their damaged Mimir some more and gathered, following the trail of the rogue Modron that is somehow tied to their fate. As they were able to save a village of barriers from a gigantic, enormous Godzilla-like creature, with a little help from a time dragon friend of theirs.
Just a little help.
But they made their way back to their walking castle, and they are headed across the Outlands, headed towards Moradin's Anvil for a quick stop there to check that place out. As this journey begins, let me do this. Ooh, nice. It's another 15 days of journeying time. So you've got some downtime while you guys are in the walking castle. Is there anything anyone would like to do in that time?
I keep casting my spell. How many days did you say?
15.
Okay. I'll add 15 to that tracker.
How many days you got left?
Well, I'm at 29, so 29, 365 minus 29.
Oh,
we're really
I
not
didn't.
that far.
I didn't know it was a year.
Yeah. But hey, we're hidden. It only takes a 4th level spell slot every day. No one can find us.
This is true. I
How
think
many days has it been since I started my plate mail? I have no idea. I'm not tracking it.
Well, we started my spell and your plate mail. I think you started at the
Same
same
time?
time, so
Okay.
you should have 29
29
days on
days.
that.
I think there was one. I think there was one session before that.
You're right. There was a little bit of travel before that because we leveled up
right.
after
So
the
I think it's
decision.
30. I think you're at.
Because we had like 8 days of travel, right?
Right. It was actually a 9-day.
Yeah.
So if you were at 29, Jack, you're at
8.
38 days of plate mail construction.
Okay. Perfect. I will start tracking. I've only got like 112 days to go.
I think I'm gonna get 4 more defenders I don't have my thing. I don't remember what they're exactly called.
Ooh.
Oh,
very
we're doing
cool.
more recruiting.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
Only
Yeah, I've
this,
got a whole group of teams to train now.
Yeah, only this time it's 4 halflings.
All right.
You
So we've
really
got
getting
4
the sort of
Goliaths and 4 halflings.
Yes.
team size
Nice.
difference.
Nice.
Yes. Their names
by,
are.
by
Their
the,
names.
by the
what?
end by the end of the 15 days, they have worked out tactics between them of how to throw the halflings into battle.
Oh, it's like Hulk and Wolverine.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
There's
much
one.
like Hulk and Wolverine. It
Yeah.
was actually Colossus and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marvel rivals would beg to differ.
Yeah. Scott.
I would like
Big man
to
throw pointy hand guy.
make and sell item is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
I thought you were just casting a spell that was called Make Incel,
That
and I
would
was
be
like,
awesome.
"Hello,
Incel.
princess."
Whoa.
Cast an incel to use as bait.
Oh, hello, princess.
That's terrible.
But I don't remember how much time it takes to like make a focus or make something that I can sell, but however long it takes.
The Bastion rule should be in the Discord.
I will
So check there first, and then if it references the crafting rules, we can look those up.
see if I can remember which chat that's in.
Because I think you're looking at, I think there's a Bastion chat.
In Bastion, it's pinned.
Yeah. Because I think if you're crafting generic items, that might be in the player's handbook. But if you're crafting magic items, I think the rules
Calendar.
are in the DMG, which I have both of right here. And yes, folks online, we are using the new 2024 rules for this campaign, but we are allowing legacy content. So it's all a test of the new system and what it's designed to do. So anyway, back to the game. What does anyone want to be doing in this time? Yeah, go
If
ahead,
I
Jack.
may, I would like to go first, and this might take a couple minutes, and I hopefully I'm not boring anyone, but this is what's going through Calistric's head as time passes. After our strenuous daily routine, I run with the squad of Bastion defenders to overtake the moving fortress. We have taken to calling ourselves the First Wall. I consider them and realize their efforts have been strong. They are improving. I've tried to make them see this in themselves. They need to feel worthy. The path we follow is easy, a direct swath to our destination. Follow the broken branches and stone. The sweat in my face doesn't trouble me, and the good weariness adds to my feeling of being blanketed in warmth. As I'm wont to do, I leave them behind and slip into a meditative state. Allow my thoughts to wander and coalesce as they may. The world rolls past under my feet in soft thuds, heartbeats, and I am thus separate, seeking solutions. How to guide the group, how to lead. This is my greatest fear, and I remember glitching recently, leaving them without, unheeded, unhelpful. There lies despair. I miss my memory. These few tatters, splintered and vague, they trouble me. But then, I wonder, are they even worth remembering as they are gone? I breathe through my eyelids as I was taught as a child. My father, my brother, and I push away my needs, make myself the smallest one in my thoughts. I am a soldier, the watcher and protector. It was different before. I was puffed up and proud, but with little reason. Now I push myself, a guide with no map. I must find a way to become larger, to cover more ground, if only to hide this family from foes. Yes, my family in my memory is lost. Faces only, and names, nothing more. This is my family, my reason. The changes this place has wrought upon us, these possibilities of Kalen, of Gil, and of Aesol, so vastly different. One small change leading to a cascade of otherness. I wonder that these possibilities have not created monsters. Are we denied death? Will this current Calistric be forgotten and unmade when I fall? My mind swirls through countless questions, hidden possibilities of time and space, until I feel very small. My intelligence should be able to solve this, but I feel lost, insignificant. Nothing matters, and fate steers my fortunes. My reverie numbers my failures as I run. Little brother, broken and still. Kalen left alone and lost. Gil and Aesol taken and replaced. Have I allowed them to suffer with my negligence? I allowed them to fall. How could I be considered anything but a failure? But yet, they place me first. Their quickness has saved me far more than I have protected them. I must be better, stronger, faster, smarter. Oh. Overwhelmed, I slow to a walk, and as I do, I avoid thinking of Vora left alone. These 6 people hold my being in their hands, and Vora holds my soul. How can any of this make sense? They value me for nothing other than me, and I am not enough. I cannot repay them. I cannot. But nor do they ask it. The footsteps of the first wall have gotten closer behind me. I am slow. I grit my teeth. My existence is to protect them all until they succeed. Should I fall afterward, that is merely the expectation of a guard and a soldier. I push myself into a run and breathe again, and my thoughts now stretch into the sky and the hills and the colors, until I become nothing more than breath and muscle and the wind in my ears.
So as you are finished reflecting upon this, a voice enters your consciousness. You would request an update on your progress. Have you found the little scoundrel yet? And you recognize this voice as Shemeska, who you met back at Fortune's Wheel.
You talking to me?
Yep.
I stop running and look around first to react. Do I realize this voice is only in my head?
Yes.
So I'm fairly proficient with discussions mind to mind. So I just answer in thought as I start running again.
You have 25 words.
Scoundrel not found. We search still. That's all.
All right. What is everybody else doing with their time?
I have you first.
Sorry.
Everyone all at once. Not me. Who's goes? I go last.
I'll go.
I'll go. Got Gibbs. Gil is going to quickly check his wallet. And I'm going to be just an annoying little nuisance. My dearest of friends, this is on like a post-it note that's hung up in like the kitchen laboratory combination. I require several hundred golds worth in funds in order to process my spells into a new book of which is indestructible. It is unnecessary to fund this progress. However, if any of you are feeling charitable, the donation box below contains all of the gold donated, which I will be collecting at the end of every day. The goal I am trying to meet is, and then it says, like, drawn on with like a little stick on, it says 870 gold. And it says the gold I currently have is, and then it says 83 gold.
Is there a lock on that?
No. Absolutely, there is not.
As you see, you see Quinn walk past it while he's glitching, read it, reach into his pocket, try to pull out a coin, and just kind of like shrug and keep walking because he can't manifest the coin. And
Gil just left that in the kitchen unattended. He's not even close to it. He's reading and doing research. And
Lorelai just writes a little sticky note and puts it in the basket that says, "I already gave you 400 gold. Get a job."
just finds the second sticky note doesn't work. It converts it just his thoughts and prayers on it. He's like, what?
Vora
Does Lorelai
has
have a
been,
bag of holding?
Nope.
Damn it.
Vora's just using some sort of sticky and contraption to try to pull out whatever gold is in there. One at a time.
There's none in there yet, because if no one's donated, it's an empty box.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to see if anything's in there, and I'm pretty pissed that nothing is in there yet.
Yeah, you like dip it in, you hear the tick of the bottom.
Emptiness.
Like, yeah.
I like throw it down and like forget it.
Oh, Scott, you haven't mentioned who's glitching today.
Yes, Soul and Quinn are both glitching as you guys traverse across the mountains.
Did we all eat the same thing as a soul? Because he's looking funky, and I'm wondering if he just is glitching or if there's something going on. Everybody else okay?
I feel fine.
I'm feeling intelligent and less emotional, which is good.
You sure? You sure you're okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The more monotone, the better.
You're gonna notice that in a cupboard in the kitchen, and perhaps it's because it won't completely close, but out of the corners are these black spiny little needles. And inside, Vora has stashed a whole bunch of sea urchins for snacking purposes.
Ugh. I stink in here.
I hope that doesn't go bad.
I hadn't thought about that, but
It's going to go bad really quick, actually. It's going to start smelling really bad.
Like within 2 hours, it's rank.
We're just gonna start singing the intro to Colt 45.
we don't
Hello, ladies.
we don't have a refrigerator, so you know.
We can make one.
Put it in the ice chest.
Enchanted cold box.
Yeah.
I bet I could make one.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna think to ask a little too late, but
I will pass.
So, are you
w-
going to use your nose to discern whether you're going to eat more of those sea urchins, or are you just going to keep eating them? And
I'll stop eating them after I open one or two, and I eat one, and I'm like, that's off. Is it
okay.
though? And then I'm gonna eat another one because
cool.
it's it's food, and about halfway through, I'm gonna decide it might be off. So
Fair
That's
enough.
yucky.
I'll be nice and throw them over the side.
Anything else?
Um, I would like to take out the little Mimir and
Uh-huh.
hold it in my hand like Shakespeare
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and just like lay on the side of my bed, like kind of dangling my upper half off of it, holding this stupid little Shakespeare skull. Be like, yo, what's the deal with Moradin's Anvil?
Says, the sound of ringing hammers pervade the surrounding areas as the dwarven mining city of Moradin's Anvil is tucked underneath the icy mountains Spirewood of Glorium. The realm is divided among three dwarven deities: Dugmarin Brightmantle, the god of invention and discovery; Dumathoin, god of exploration and buried secrets; and Vergadane, god of luck and wealth. The impeccable dwarven smiths of Moradin's Anvil produce some of the best armor and weapons in all of the Outland. They trade with people from Iron Ridge, a small surface settlement nestled near the peaks of the mountains headed towards Glorium.
What is uh what is the energy there? Like, are the people nice? Friendly people?
And the Mimir just repeats the same information he just gave you.
Useless. Okay. How
You
about
come to realize he's not got his own intelligence.
yeah.
He's reading a Wikipedia page, right? Like he's just
Mhm.
reading off information that is stored within him.
It is Alexa.
Right.
All right, buddy. What about Cavern of Thoughts?
The spies of Ilsensine report to the Cavern of Thoughts, a hostile realm of alien tunnels deep beneath the Outlands. Cold and calculating, Ilsensine is a divine entity revered among Illithids. Ilsensine's infinite tentacles pervade the otherworldly caverns, worming their way into untold worlds. The great brain rarely entertains visitors. However, creatures who aspire to slay or supplant gods sometimes find themselves in Ilsene's service, hoping to learn a fraction of the coveted secrets the deity has pried from the minds of the multiverse. Quite literally.
Hmm.
Well,
I would
glad
destroy them all. I hate illithids.
Oh,
we're not going there.
That is
one
good.
cannot help but admire their intelligent methods, though. I don't like illithids. Let me put that out there. I think they're nasty, sticky, and gross. But they are very intelligent creatures. There is
Yeah.
something to admire in their organization.
Well, they
My
use
friend
their
tried to
intelligence for poor choices. They
Yeah.
enslave and for nothing, just for evil.
My friend tried to do this like fad diet that was called like the tadpole diet. It didn't go
Mm.
super well for her.
I knew a friend who did that once and it gave them magic powers, so maybe it just depends on who you are.
I mean, I think she got magic, but she also grew tentacles out of her face.
Oh, mine did that too, but he seemed to be like into it, so I guess it just
You
if
know.
it floats your boat.
Yeah.
To be honest, if it weren't for the whole hive mind thing, I think I'd do it. For the magic powers.
Do you have weird things going on in your mind
No, I
that
just
you
want
don't want
extra
other people to?
magic. The power. I'm in it for the power.
Oh, but you don't like the hive mind.
Oh no. No, if it were a hive mind, I would like to be the one in control. Because I
Wait,
think the way they're doing it right now is very inefficient, and I think the way that they're doing it right now is sort of misaligned. They have all this power and organization, and yet they seek to dominate and constantly are at war. It's just not very resource practical. It's why they're being destroyed by the Gith. It's just they're not doing very well.
hmm. I don't do things that are slimy. So, if y'all don't mind, I would like to skip that area.
Oh,
I
sure.
would skip it or destroy
Um,
them all.
Out of just shits and giggles, what about that weird eyeball cave?
No, but the cave next to it seems fun.
Yeah. What about Gesmid's realm?
I can't see the map because I forgot to open it, so
I can reshare it.
please do. There we go.
Tall, spindly mountains rise and curl above the noxious realm of Gesmind's the gas giant, the beholder god of deception, fumes, and fog. The offspring of the Great Mother, the eldritch matriarch from which all beholders descend, Gesmund lurks within a deadly network of smooth tunnels obscured by toxic clouds and laced with traps and illusions.
Fucking
That's-
kidding
Beholders
me.
prowl the gaseous labyrinth, furthering their god's duplicitous schemes.
You said you didn't like slime, right? Because that feels very slimy.
Yeah, I don't like eyeballs either. No eyeball stuff.
That seems like it would be full of eyeballs. Creatures with too many eyeballs, walls with too many eyeballs.
The only time I'm okay with eyeballs, so I actually learned this really cool new thing. I can summon an eyeball guy.
You can summon an eyeball.
I think I can summon a guy with multiple eyeballs.
I would
How
like
so?
to see this.
Yeah, do that. That would be awesome.
It's expensive. I
Oh,
haven't gotten the materials yet.
is it akin to Find Familiar in the sense that it is somewhat costly?
It's about 3 times more costly than Find
Oh.
Familiar.
That is
I need like
expensive.
this one. Yeah, so I was talking to you about this. I need like a really weird. I haven't even logged into
Oh,
my
if you
character
need
yet.
the eyeball thing in the downtime, I could have just casted Fabricate for you if you gave me the money.
On the other
Well,
side
I-
of the door, all of this talk of slimy things and eyeballs, you just hear
Oh,
the urchins are starting to.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you not to eat those.
But no, yes, if you need this strange eyeball, if you give me but an afternoon and the funds to do it, I can conjure that right up for you.
Yeah, let me just figure out what exactly I need, and I will hand him 400 gold that I'm pretty sure I have.
He
Oh,
looks
just kidding.
longingly at it.
I lied to you. I don't have 400 gold because I gave it all to you.
It's gone. I spent it on spells.
Well, next time I get paid, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I need like a really weird,
We're
really
gonna
weird
cash
eyeball.
out soon, I bet. Listen, for all I know, I could pull up this scale and crack it in half and ask the dragon to bring us treasures beyond our imagine.
Listen, my smear campaign against Tradegate is going to go so well that they're going to call me to re-spread
You
the
know,
word.
That's a good
That
point, actually.
Hmm.
I'm gonna. I cast divination on Tradegate to see how that's going. I just want to look in, just see how that's doing. How's the smear campaign going?
so you do see that there's like some flyers that are up on the walls, but they look like they've been there a while and they're starting to fade.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're still Zorn.
Yeah, there's still a Zorn problem. They're constantly paving away, trying to keep the Zorn out.
I
Losers.
pull out of the vision and I go, they're in ruins.
Fabulous, and I high five him.
Breaking character really quick. Gil Miller,
Yes.
say hello.
Oh,
Look at
my
that
kitty!
sweet baby.
Oh, I'm so happy to see him.
That's
He's
our-
a good cat.
What a chunkamunka.
He's
so cute.
huge.
Sorry,
Like,
I
not
did
even-
that. He
not
just
even
walked
fat,
in there.
He's just like strong.
I wanted you to see him.
He's a like the perfect
He's a
example
massive cat.
was what Brandy said the other day. He's like a construction worker of cats.
Hefty.
He's 14.
Yeah.
He's 14 years old, and he's making the transition from country cat back into neighborhood cat. So
Wait,
No.
question on fabricate. If now this is interesting. If our friend Calistrix here was to give me 1,500 gold, could I just fabricate the plate mail?
If that's what the spell says you can do.
Hold on, I gotta read something really quick.
I don't have anywhere close to that amount.
Well, if we ever come into it.
meanwhile,
Raw
I'm gonna go
materials.
introduce myself to the new recruits.
Um,
Oh, the halfling recruits?
Yes.
I can absolutely do that if you ever come into the money. And it's, by the way, it might be at a reduced cost because it just says the cost of raw materials, which means if you
What
buy.
he already paid to make the set he's making.
Yeah.
Listen, if you just direct me to your blacksmith, I can go, oh, don't worry about that, and just magic it off
Well,
the
And-
ground.
You
and then
know
he
the way
kills
to my
himself because,
blacksmith.
he's come in and you've taken his job and
Yeah.
now he's useless and he can't feed his family back,
Listen,
Oh, Rosie
back home in
wouldn't care.
Sigil.
She's a
Construct lady would
robot.
be happy to not have a project.
My friend Gil,
mumbling
is that-
something about artificial intelligence.
If, unironically, if we have the downtime and we're moving to a new location and Calistrix and Gil come to this realization and we have the raw materials and it's being made, could I just one of these days go down to the forge and cast fabricate with the raw materials and make the plate set?
It's there. You certainly could.
I'm asking the DM for permission because if it's something I can do, I'll just do it right now.
I mean, if Jack's okay with that.
Sure.
That's why I took the spell to make things that are insane and useful. Let me just read to make sure there's no gotchas that's like it turns back to normal and you don't get melded with like iron rods.
My friend Gil, is there such a thing as a wand of gold coins where you cast a spell and you get free gold? If not, we should make something like this.
I agree. That sounds very interesting. So it wouldn't be able to produce something. If you wanted to make something like that, you could most likely make a wand that opens a portal to a dimension of gold. That could be something, or a
Or
wand
the
that
inside of a
detects gold.
safe.
That too.
Hmm.
Could be a wand of detect loads of money.
I shall leave you to contemplate.
You've got me thinking, my friend.
You could probably find a wand of Electrum, but they're useless.
So it says that only magic items cannot be created. And weapons and armor. I have to have proficiency in the artisan's tool to make the armor, which I do not have.
Aha.
But I
Aw,
can
le
get
womp
it.
womp.
We found the loophole.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I'll just become a blacksmith and start making loads of cash in days.
Only plate mail all the time.
Plate mail every single day.
1,500 gold every day.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right.
All right, I can't wait to meet these halflings.
Yeah, Vora, you were hanging out with the halflings.
Yes.
The one that seems to be like their individual group leader, his name's Skippy,
Is it?
and it is.
Oh, okay. I shall cross all the names off I came up with.
Oh, you have names.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I thought I was in the hot seat for names.
No. I have them.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You
You're
tell
not
me.
You're not too far off. We have Willie
Okay.
and Marty
Uh-huh.
and Sorshi and Elora.
Nice. All right. And they are happy to be here, happy for the job. You know, they're tolerant of the Goliaths.
Yeah, they've actually were instrumental in getting the Goliaths to become part of a team, actually. They have like an infectious sort of sense of community.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And the Goliaths kind of went from being just, brawn and whatever to they're having conversations and they are laughing and teaching each other dances.
I imagine the ice was broken over like some sort of food and drink eating competition, drinking competition between them.
It was that and a singing competition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah. I'm just hanging out with them because their lightheartedness is something like I'm craving.
Don't forget their name is the first wall.
So,
Awesome.
yeah. I'm not saying much. I'm just sitting kind of back with them, not participating.
Anything else over this time?
I had one more place I wanted to ask the Mimir
Uh-huh.
about since we're gonna nix the 2 caves.
of Light?
Aw.
I wanted to go to
Yeah,
the Thought Cave, but
it's not those thoughts. Um, Sir Mimir, how about Court of Light?
Court of Light is home to Shikanister, the three-faced queen of the Nagas. Ramps and serpentine architecture pervade her deceptively small realm, a palatial stone nest where she purifies errants through magical tests. Coiled around the court is the Loom, a dense tangle of poisonous brambles with thorns dripping like fangs. Nagas slither to the Court of Light not only to worship the three-faced queen, but also to share stories around the arching flame, a cleansing eternal fire that remembers the oldest tales in the multiverse.
we should go there. I love the sound of that place.
Mimir, please tell me about the Nagas. What is a Naga?
A Naga is a snake-like humanoid.
Are they good or bad? Do they eat people?
Morality is not my strong suit.
What is the common diet of a Naga?
Oh yeah, they
Eating
eat
flesh.
pretty much anything.
They're sea people, aren't they?
They are
Generally?
not.
In World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Naga.
wrong
Are
game.
they sea people?
Are they peaceful?
You guys can make nature checks.
Make a
I know what you would know about Naga.
I make mine with advantage since I'm asking if they're about sea people. And I live in the water.
Oh, I'm not going to find anything out.
Where's my skills?
I
11.
rolled a
7.
22.
Oh, not bad. 16.
Yeah, so you would know that Naga, you and Gil both would know that Naga are, uh, basically snakes with humanoid faces. They are considered monstrosities, but they are often, uh, try to pass themselves off as humanoids because of their intelligence. They speak Common and Celestial. And there are several that are actually quite good natured. There are some, however, that are evil in nature and are twisted and what have you. And this particular one, the three-faced queen, sounds like she might be one of those that have been potentially twisted and turned evil.
Okay, group. I hate to say this, but I'm thinking as we go further around this circular land, the less pit stops we're gonna want to make. So I feel really good about the dwarf place. I feel less good about everything afterward.
You know that the next gate town you were headed to was Curst.
And
Indeed
also
it
Curst.
is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the
So-
one that's I should say that's the next nearest one that is
What
missing
if
information in the Mimir.
Yeah.
we bypassed them and go to this fun little apple tree over here, and then go south, and
Oh,
just
Do you think they
skip that
do you,
whole evil place?
But maybe
do you think
we
they
just,
make pie?
just make a stop along the caverns of thought just along the way. I want to think so bad.
I don't think you'll be thinking by yourself ever again.
Oh, but isn't that so intriguing?
Didn't we just talk about how much I hate eyeball stuff? I'm pretty sure that's how the tadpole diet works, is you
Mimir?
put it in your eye.
Tell us about the caverns of thought.
And he repeats everything about the caverns of thought that he said.
I want to go there.
So
It sounds delightful.
You're outvoted.
I know.
I'm vetoing anything
It's
slimy.
fine.
I feel like it would be good. Do we have money? Do people have money? I have
No.
about $150 or 150 gold in flowers that I can sell. But outside of that, I'm kind of fucking broke for the first time in my life, and it's stupid.
I've got about 458 gold.
Oh, that's something.
Damn.
I have
And-
just under 400.
And I have 44.
and
100?
and all the supplies to make a set of flame mail.
As soon as
That's
I
what you
learn.
spent your money on was the raw
That's
material.
what Asol spent his money on.
Right.
I promise
No.
you, when I hit level 12,
If we go, there's a cool little pirate ship. I guess it's just a ship on the map. I don't know if it's represented by anything. And then there's an apple tree over here and Godzilla over here.
Godzilla sounds fun.
I hand Kaylin the skull.
I had to zoom in to see Godzilla. I thought that was a bush.
So I'll take the Mimir over to where this map projection is, and I go, "What's that?" and point to the ship.
It's a boat.
It looks like a boat.
What's
Give
that?
luck.
And I point to the golden apple tree.
It looks like a tree that bears fruit that has dropped some on the ground.
And I'll point to Godzilla.
That looks like the creature that I just witnessed
Oh.
you all fight.
Oh,
no, thank you.
And what's in here? And I'm gonna point to Semuyana's bog.
The domain of the lizard folk deity Semayuana is a challenging paradise for hunters and others who embrace the god's philosophies of athleticism, survival, and self-improvement. Semayuana's followers believe in pushing their limits in the face of the most hostile conditions. Her realm reflects this, a vast, densely canopied swamp that is colorful, sweet-smelling, and full of lethal natural hazards. Along with the servants of Semiyana, who eagerly encourage visitors and one another to strive toward ever greater goals, all manner of giant beasts and swamp monsters inhabit this bog. Dangerous plants are also common in the deepest parts of the mire, but among them grow fruits and herbs that can be used to brew some of the rarest elixirs in the Outland.
Pass.
I
All
have
of that
a
sounds
recommendation.
Horrible.
What if we go up and around the other way?
Well, hear me out. We could go to the strange tree, and upon going south, simply go along the ridge line on top of that sort of mountain line, completely avoiding the bog. On that,
Between the bog and the Court of Light?
yeah, just ride the line, ride the thunder a little bit.
We also are like invisible, basically. Nobody can find us.
Exactly.
So I think we can just like skedaddle past all these places if we don't actually want to stop. Like I said, I'm pretty happy and confident that we could go see the dwarves, but that is kind of the last place I want to stop for a while.
You think
We
one of
could
the dwarves? Go on.
Perhaps find if the dwarves have work that we could earn some gold.
That's what I was going to ask.
And I almost guarantee that it's going to involve going to the Caverns of Thought or the Court of Light or the Eyeball Cave.
Here's to hoping.
Well,
But
then,
we could
I
get
can-
some riches.
I could also add them to my smear campaign. Just shut down all trade cities outside of Sigil.
We will see. They could be good folk.
Maybe.
Helmsman to Moradin's Anvil.
Yeah, you guys have been heading there, and this is all happening, and discussions are happening along the way.
Perhaps
You
one
do
of
see
them-
a small village nestled in the mountain. Looks to be dwarven architecture, very, very familiar to those of you that have lived around dwarves at all. And you know from the Mimir's description that this is a surface settlement near the mines known as Iron Ridge. So it's kind of like the entryway into Moradin's Anvil.
Let's head that way, I think.
So as you pull up in your walking castle, you do get greeted by several dwarves who are obvious. You hear bells ringing in the town, and a militia gathers members to come, thinking their town is possibly being attacked by this walking fortress, and they make formations outside the town, and it looks like they are perceiving your arrival as a potential threat.
Do we have a loudspeaker on outside of this?
There is
Fortress.
not one built into the
Thaumaturgy.
I'm gonna send the
right.
halflings out to the closest balcony or ledge, and they're going to be doing a very smiley, happy dance.
I think we need to send one of our better speakers out to assuage their fears.
Do I
Kalen,
speak dwarf?
Hold, please.
I do not.
I speak the
Caleb?
opposite of dwarf.
I do.
Could you speak
Orc?
to them in
I
common?
speak Dwarvish.
Elf and Sylvan.
Oh, okay.
I
No.
speak plant.
No, I speak Dwarfish.
Oh. All right.
I don't know if
I
I'm your
don't.
best communicator to send, but
I speak a missile.
I can at
Kalen,
least.
would you please go with Fora, just in case they can speak common, to smooth things, please?
Yep.
Should I take the halflings with me?
If they
Nah.
will dance, perhaps.
I heard no and yes. What do I do?
Choose.
What do you do?
I'm gonna take Willie with us.
Okay, he'll go.
Okay.
A bunny,
too
a
will bring my
halfling,
Willy.
and a human.
We can't be
And
intimidating.
your butt.
Not like this.
So the Haragon, the halfling, and the human female
Walk into a
head
bar.
down. Are you going to stop the fortress and have it settle?
Yeah.
I think that
Okay.
seems the least intimidating if it's not just
Like standing over them?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and you head out to greet them, and they match your numbers, so they send 3 forward to parlay, as it were. They are all well armored and have halberds or axes in their hands as they walk up, but they set them down, staff to the ground, as they approach.
I'm gonna nudge Kaylin and say, I'm not sure what you want me to say, so you talk and I'll translate.
You speak common?
I
Great. You don't
So
need
I-
to translate.
I'm gonna take the halfling and I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Perfect.
Lorelei, please go help Kalen just in case.
What do you
Fora
mean?
is leaving.
I'm Kalen.
What?
We're a band of roving adventurers that are here in the Outlands. Um, basically making a tour of each gate town. We have researchers on board that are uh, documenting and mapping the Outlands, as it were. And we saw this fine settlement on our maps. We asked our Mimir about it, and you serve Moradin and have the greatest craftsmen in all of the Outlands. And we thought we'd stop by, see if you needed any work, any help, see if there's any shops that need any coin.
Well met. We do have items for sale from the forges, the finest armor and weaponry in all the realms. If you are interested in perusing our wares, you may come and enter town. Pardon our display here, but when a Gith fortress walks up on us, we must assume the worst.
Oh, I understand. The Gith Fortress was taken over by demons, and we killed all the demons and took the Gith Fortress back, so it's just convenient to travel in.
They also can't see it.
It is a towering pillar of
Oh,
mist with mechanical
that's right.
legs coming out of the bottom.
Okay.
It
Fair
is a
enough.
horrifying visage. It's like that one Courage the Cowardly
Right.
Dog episode with the huge walking fortress.
So it would have actually, he would have amended that to say supernatural instead
Fair.
of
We tried to rescue the people inside. We were only able to rescue one. She's in there. She's the researcher that we're helping, and we could use a night's rest. We could use provisions. We could sell some of our provisions and offload. And if you have any work, we're always good for mercenary work and earning coin. The more coin we have, the more we can spend.
They say we don't have any particular need of mercenaries, as it were, but
You
we
need some
do have.
dancers. You have the two best dancers in all of the plains here.
Make me an insight check.
We'll shake ass for weapons.
Shake ass for weapons
I will throw
only.
it back for some coin.
Any dancers?
15.
When you mention the dancing, you kind of get the sense that that seems like the oddest thing they have ever heard, because dwarves are not known for their dancing. They may party, but they don't and they may play music, but they don't necessarily. They're not a dancing race. Not very dexterous
I got 2 left feet.
as a society.
Well,
But they say, well, if you wish to enter the village, you are more than welcome. If you are interested in headed to the actual mines, it does require a tithe to one of the 3 gods.
Dugmarin, Moradin, and the third one.
Actually, it was not Moradin. It's called Moradin's Anvil, but it's the 3 underneath him. It's Dugmarin, Dumathoin, or Vergadane. And as you look in town, and they'll start walking into town with you, and you can gather your friends if you wish.
Not intentionally. If they want to come, they'll come. I'm just gonna walk with the dwarves.
Nice.
Looking down from the tower like, oh, they're walking away.
I'm going to share some images here. You would see on every building the keystone above the doorway in the stonework has one of these 3 symbols. Let's see. There's this one. Then there's this one. And then there's this one. So those 3 symbols are, and it's not like a pattern. It's just which household they are attached, they are worshippers of. It's on every business. There's one of them. It's on every home. Every building has at least one of these on it. There are a few buildings that are look to be like gathering places, bigger gathering places, that have all three. So it looks like there's not like a competitiveness amongst them. They are all coexisting together. But you can see that some people are seem to live in households that worship one god over the other, and display that very prominently here.
They're each gods of different things, right? So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
the Mimir would have told you Dugmarin is the god of invention and discovery, Dumathoin is the god of exploration and buried secrets, and Vergadane is the god of luck and wealth.
And two of them have symbolic holy symbols, and the third one has his face.
Mhm.
Look at me!
I think that's meant to be a coin.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's the god of wealth and luck. So.
Okay.
Are we all going with I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna walk Willie back and I'm gonna say, yeah, they didn't need me. He's going though.
Oh, I see that. We should follow, maybe.
We should not follow. We should join. Let us go. First wall. Guard the castle.
The
Thank you.
halflings.
And the Goliaths.
Yeah, and the Goliaths. It's like a big
What's it-
me and a mini me.
What's it called on a castle wall where it's the little divots? Has a special name. It's like
Crenellation.
Parapet?
parapet or something like that.
Crenellations are the little squares that stick up.
I like to imagine that it's just half giant halfling, half giant half.
Right.
And they're all.
So, as far as like you see that there are many shops here, and any kind of weapon and/or armor are for sale. So, if anybody is in need of weapons and armory, they have it.
I would like to look for a heavy crossbow, but I don't know that I can afford that.
Okay.
Are we planning on taking some time here to perchance maybe earn some coin or find some?
They said they don't need work.
Oh. Well,
They said
Well,
they
they said
weren't.
they didn't need
they said
mercenary work.
That's right, because that's the way you presented it, and
But
they didn't
they-
need that.
they could use a dishwasher. For all
Did you
we
ask
know.
them if they would give us money to shake ass?
They were confused when I said we had the two best dancers in the plains.
Did you ask if they needed any other work aside
No.
from shaking ass?
I
Perhaps in
stick
a
to my
tavern.
strengths.
In a tavern, perhaps they would throw coin if you did dance. It is something they must not see often.
You could busk.
Busk?
Busking. Performing for coin.
Putting your hat on the ground and
Oh.
doing the robot.
Happens
that-
most commonly in trainways. Do those exist yet? I'm unsure.
We've been on a train.
Oh yes, I had forgotten.
To Mechanus.
Glitching's messing with my mind.
You're gonna find Vora
Like the catalog and
is
everything.
staring at. You said that those images, the images, the god symbols are kind of scattered. Are there any places where they're all three in the same spot? Like,
At the bigger businesses and the larger gathering places. So the place that's obviously a tavern has all three symbols. There's probably a gathering hall as well, and then a temple that looks to have all of them as well.
Vora's gonna be struck, and she's just not struck, like she's just like, whoa, dumbfounded, staring at one of the buildings that has all 3 and she's holding her wrist like this around the wooden beaded bracelet that she wears. because she has just noticed that on 3 of the beads, a little larger, each one of those beads is one of those symbols on it. And she suddenly remembers a memory of a dwarf giving it to her and saying that she needed it more than he did. But that's all she can remember.
And what is this bracelet?
It's the wooded bracelet that she hurts her little personal trinket.
Oh, trinket. Your trinket.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
She's not sure it's just that she sees them all, recognizes them as the symbols that are on her bracelet, and she suddenly remembers a dwarf, a very dark place. She doesn't know if it's a room or a tavern or the dark forest. She doesn't know, but it was a dwarf giving it to her, saying she needed I needed it more than they did. And he was like hurt or dying or something like that, but that's all she remembers. But she's just kind of dumbfounded. So
the one of the shops has several heavy crossbows for sale. They are 50 gold pieces each. If you are interested, Jack.
I'll sell my
And-
light crossbow for, I guess, for half price, right? And get 12 back. And then I'll pay 50 for the heavy.
And you already have bolts, so
Mm-hmm.
you should be fine.
Are there any dwarves selling smithing lessons?
Oh, you inquire about actually
Learning how to smith actually for real. Acquiring a skill that isn't just copying it into a book.
And you get some staunch looks, and you give me an insight check.
I'm very bad at those. Let's see. Insight. I'm going to replace that just for fun with a 12, so it becomes a 14 as opposed to a 5.
You could tell they are skeptical of, is this someone trying to steal our secrets from from our people? They are very protective of their knowledge of smithing.
Okay.
So they're skeptical about your request, and they say that it takes many years to become a master smith. And
what about simply proficient? I'm not looking for master techniques, merely just how to do it in general. If you're worried about your family secrets, I'm going to turn around and activate the throne card. If you're worried about your family secrets,
what does that do?
Gives me advantage on charisma, persuasion, and deception.
Nice.
I'll simply say I am only looking for the basics. If it is your specific craft that you are worried that I may steal, not only may I promise you that I am a keeper of knowledge, a librarian, a mage of studious behavior, but I'm also very weak, and if you wanted to come beat me up for theft, you very well could. I just want to learn how to make a piece of armor. Nothing more, nothing less.
Give me a persuasion check.
With advantage. Let's see. Persuasion. I will make it an 18 with my other dice, so it becomes a 20 dirty.
They say, we could possibly give you some lessons. How long are you going to be here?
Team, how comfortable are we going to be moving on? What's the time frame? Because if we don't have time, we're bouncing. But if we do have time, I would love to learn.
It depends how long the learning would take.
What is your fast pass course? What is your lightning course?
You're asking people who live very long lives and train for a very long time before they're even allowed to actually, consider crafting an actual piece of armor. to be hasty, and that's not really computing for them.
Could
So
somebody
they're
cast
like,
haste on them?
they say, probably a longer commitment than it sounds like you'd be interested in. I'm happy to give you a overview, but it's not going to make you proficient.
I just want to audit the course.
Okay.
Right.
Then,
Can I get the cliff notes?
then my final question to you is: instead of proficiency with the craft itself, could you teach me to make one thing, and only one thing?
Which one thing?
Probably the hardest one. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're going to move on. It was very nice talking to you. I'll be back at some point.
You definitely have made inroads if you were to come back and spend time to get this kind of training, but it's pretty serious, commitment
It's just
to do
not
something
time
like
to
that. Right. Well, you guys have all the time in the world. It's just whether you guys are going to say, we're going to spend this much time here,
I will
We're going to
leave that
spend
to the party.
17 years learning how to craft plate mail.
17 years later, I come out. I am a master dwarven forger. I know how
No,
to
you're
make.
just barely learning.
Yeah.
It's 17 years. That's a good point.
You've got the basics.
I've learned how to craft one sword.
I
I
can
mean,
make
I
a
don't want to
dagger.
influence you, but use the time dragon.
Would that work?
Dun, dun.
I don't know if that would work.
He's in control of time.
Could the time dragon isolate me in a hyperbolic time like Dragon Ball style and let me learn how to craft?
5 minutes later, you're like, I'm done.
Do
1
do any
second
of you
Use
lovely
Invaluable boon from the DM to get you a skill proficiency.
would
I
any of
mean,
you
you-
lovely
you-
dwarven
To
people
find out, you'd have to summon the time dragon, which, if it's not capable of doing that, you've summoned the time dragon and used up one of your scales. So that's up to you.
I think it's worth doing.
What were you saying, Amanda?
Oh, I was just gonna say, one of these lovely dwarven people want to go on a walking
An
tower
adventure?
adventure and live with us?
That's a good point.
Live in
We could-
teacher? Huh?
A live-in
can feed you.
Smith teacher.
Like a
I mean,
forge
technically,
nanny.
we already have a forge nanny.
You do.
But they're
But-
like a robot, right?
Yeah.
But if you, I mean, the time dragon idea is interesting for sure. But the question is, do you want to use that resource or not?
Well, I could expend this one-time resource to theoretically make plate armor every day, which is really just a hard thing to consider. Because on one hand, we could be swimming in money, but on the other hand, time dragon,
Well, you could be swimming in money and weapons and armor and
and
It won't matter if we're dead.
yeah. Well, I mean, everyone else has a time dragon, right?
yeah.
No.
No.
Galen doesn't.
Well, Caitlin does. Yeah, you know what? Someone's already used theirs. Why not get a little frisky with time?
So you do that, and this time dragon shows up, and the dwarves freak out as
Hold
this
on, I'm
dragon
still charismatic.
flies into town and lands next to you.
She's gonna be so fucking pissed.
I will propose the question of enhancing time, enhancing learning, enhancing everything we discussed to see if something like that would be possible. And if it's not, then Gil's gonna be really sad because there goes his time scale.
So Renee says, that is within my capabilities. Do you have a mentor to teach you this?
I look to the dwarves. Anyone willing?
One
This
of
is a
them-
once-in-a-lifetime experience.
One of them
Literally.
that has the book around their neck, a symbol of the book, the holy symbol, nods and says, could give you lessons.
I extend a hand and I say, would you like to be the first dwarf, maybe, to have worked under the lapse of a time dragon's power?
we can make this arrangement. And Renee says, so bring you right back here then.
Right back here. We're gonna. Oh my God! Wait, is she gonna steal me away? We're gonna learn like a montage for 5 years, and she's gonna bring me back.
It's a time dragon, dude.
Oh my
You're
God, that's
actually
way
gonna
cooler than I thought.
you're
Hey.
actually gonna go spend the time.
An
I
80s
love it,
montage
yeah.
music.
But
Let's
it's
do it.
not, it's in the past.
That's amazing. I'm super
So-
down for that.
So you go spend the time, and
Mhm.
then I need you to make me several checks to see
Oh,
how
God.
long it takes you.
Okay.
So
I
first,
will change my appearance based on how long it's taken Gil.
absolutely,
To do
absolutely. So give me a uh, let's see, a athletics check.
this. Okay, that's gonna be bad.
And this is covering a large amount of time.
19.
So if you would have buffs,
Oh, of course. I
You
mean,
could
technically
have-
speaking, I
you could have
reroll
buffed
every
yourself,
day.
just so you know.
I will.
right?
Let me check my spells just to go over everything I have. I don't have enhance ability or anything like that, or any bonuses or anything like that. So I wouldn't be able to constantly buff myself, or so it's just I'm just going at it. I'm just straight
Raw
dogging it.
dogging.
No, nothing.
All right. So I'm going to count that one as a success. Then I need a history check.
I should be really good at that. Now I've jinxed myself. 27.
That is definitely a success. I need a nature check.
16.
That's another success. And a
Vision?
a perception check.
Perception. Oh no. Less good. 11.
Okay. So 3 out of the 4 you got. So roll me 3d10, please.
Oh. 1. Oh no. Are these not showing up?
You have to drop them in the
In the
box.
I gotcha. Okay. 5, 9,
Ugh.
and 3.
Okay, so that's a total of
17.
17. So in my mind, this was going to take 50
17
years.
years.
No, it was going to
50?
take 50 years minus the
17.
D10, minus a D10 for every success you got. So 50 minus 17,
33.
33. So you are 33 years older in this instant. As you are standing there,
Full-on beard.
as you are standing there next to the time dragon who just brought you back, like you have 33 years of memories of learning this. You know all the names of the people in this village.
You are a
been
dwarf
down.
now.
You've been down into the mines.
You have a whole fucking family.
Yeah.
No, ironically, you guys see Gil is gone for like 10 minutes and then he rounds the corner. His staff is made of this gnarly, twisting metal. His
Yeah.
book is like covered in these twinges of scrap. He's got a beard that goes down to like his waist. His hair
With
has been
dwarven
tied
braids
back.
in it.
Yeah, he's got dwarven braids. One of his horns is snapped off and has been replaced with like a metal stud around the clipping edge. The other one has ornaments along it and it points forward. It's got a round metal like pointed tip. I realize I said round and pointed, but one of his teeth is golden. He's like got a scar across one of his eyes. He's got wrinkles. Gil was originally like, in my mind, when he glitched back in, he was like 38. So add 33 onto that, and now he's like 70 something. So
Hair's
he's like
white.
old as shit. He just looks like a completely different person. And
Possibly
he
the
steps through,
best use of a time dragon I can imagine.
he steps through and he goes, I have learned and I have trained. The forge's iron and metal have changed the man I once was. I have not only gained a proficiency, but I have gained a new self.
Huh.
How
You're
about
significantly less cute.
great? Can we go now?
Just this old decorated
And-
metal wizard.
And immediately the your mentor who now you have a big long relationship with, and the other dwarves who you know by name and have spent many a night with, in the taverns and whatnot of this village, they are all like, "Oh, these are the friends you told us about."
Yes,
Like
on that
and
day.
the whole demeanor of them just changed because they also had this experience leading up to this moment.
It's been
Really
too long,
fucking cool.
friends.
That.
I haven't seen you in. So give me a hug. It's been forever.
It's been like 2 minutes.
I
Yeah,
feel
fuck
like
off,
I've been on
Grandpa.
some-
Who is
I
this?
didn't think that would be the reaction I have received. Well, it is good to see you. It is truly been Master Grim Darkforge Hand, whatever. I turn to my master and I kneel and
Dark Forge Hand.
and I plant my staff and I go, yeah, his name is Grimdark and his last name is Forgehand. I plant my staff and I kneel and I go, thank you for your teachings. You have not only bettered my hand, but you have bettered my life and my fortitude.
And he says to you in Dwarven, which you now also understand, so you can add Dwarven to your languages.
Okay.
Because there's no way you spent 30 years with them and not picked that up.
Guys, you should use your time dragon. Holy shit.
He will in Dwarven he will kind of give you his parting charge where that what you have learned is sacred, and use it only for use your tools the way you use your life. And he gives you this whole philosophical thing about how what working the forge means. So
I cry manly tears that fall upon my large manly beard, and I give him a firm predator handshake. You see that although it hasn't affected his stats, Gil has like some muscle now from 33
Right.
years of forging.
It's all Popeye forearms.
Yeah, exactly. No
So much
legs, his
Lorelei.
legs are bean.
no legs.
Lorelai, do you think they have work for us now?
Maybe.
Nope.
Will you pay me to shake ass?
I've been
No.
telling them for 33 years about my legendary friends. They've been dying to know.
There are a few curious dwarves, but they're looking over their shoulder at their partners, who are like, "Don't you dare!"
You could get a twofer.
No one has to be jealous.
Listen, I'm a man. I'm not a man. I'm a lady. He's a man. There's something for everyone here.
As long as you don't mind a little fuzz.
Some people are into that. There's so many books about monster yucking.
Oh man, now I've got to draw a new Gil. A whole metal Gil.
Just this hard, like,
Oh, fucking
metallic
cool.
wizard.
Old Metal
this
Gill.
this dwarven-inspired tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
How
Which is-
long do tieflings live?
They live about 100 years, so he's old as shit now. Like,
Huh.
unironically, he was like 38, now he's 71, and he is a classic looking wizard now.
Do you have to retire soon?
No. The steel bones that I have forged myself allow me to carry on.
Okay,
Out of
Wolverine.
nowhere, he gets ascending from the AARP.
Yep, because they find
Moradin's
you.
Anvil.
They find your ass.
For real.
I believe long ago, Calistrix, I believe I had promised you something. It was plate that you sought, yes. It is,
Finest of plate that Rosie the Riveter is working upon.
well, allow me to work and collaborate with Rosie in our travels. I have so much to teach.
I would strongly appreciate this.
For the first time ever, Gil goes up to Calistrix and gives him a manly handshake.
I squeeze back.
Yeah.
And
You think
I
it's
will
easier
hug
just
you
have
because
Renee come back with a suit of armor?
I have learned so much more than humble greed, my friend Kalen. You must understand it is one thing to ask, but another to make and learn. By Moradin, I will craft whatever I can to aid us in our journey.
You're 3 times my age now just to make him a suit of armor.
I've learned more. Upon leaving, friend Kalen, I had gone with the task of cheap money and thrills to succeed, and now, forged in magma and fire, I have learned much more. Making money is not the point. Making steel-fast creations to aid my companions, to protect my people.
Can I
That
forego my portion of your monologue and get 400 gold of whatever crafting materials you have?
I look back at my dwarf friends.
I just need 400 gold for this weird eyeball thing.
What?
I didn't earn any money while I was studying. Student loans are very hard to pay off.
Ain't
I
that the
came out
fucking truth?
about even after 33
No,
years.
but you can like super craft things now. So like
Yeah, but I
craft
still-
another one of those. And,
Well, I
like,
need the money, is the thing.
so what I'm hearing is you spent 30 years to be in the same fucking position we're in today.
That's not true.
And he doesn't
All-
want his share of the loot.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you provide me with the materials, I can make you something grander than before. And if it is money you're interested in, then yes, I can make it for half the price and sell it for the normal price, so we will still have money.
I need 400 gold to get this weird, what is it? It's not palladium.
The
That's not the right
eyeball.
word. Yeah, it's like a weird eyeball in metal.
I guess it's up to you, Scott. Would I have earned any money in 33 years, or is the student loans canonical?
You were an apprentice for 33
Yeah.
years. You
Yeah.
weren't earning money.
I was
Like-
living off dirt and scraps.
Well, and like they were feeding you and housing you as part of the apprenticeship, you know.
Part of that was 10 years of eating rocks. Just to
Right.
build that immunity.
Right.
Yeah, I need an eyeball in platinum inlaid vial worth 400 gold pieces.
Well,
That sounds really specific.
I can
It
make
is
it for you later.
Crazy specific.
I guess we're done here?
I've never been more accomplished and ready to leave.
I mean, you
my
just
life.
got here.
Did y'all say there was a place we could get heavy crossbows?
Oh, I know the perfect
Yes.
place.
I know
They're
Cal wanted
50
one.
gold. Yeah, he got one.
Okay, I want one too.
50 gold pieces.
Okay.
So mark that off, and I can drop one
See-
on your sheet.
The most
Can you
screwed
drop
up
one
thing-
on mine too?
It's already on there.
It is?
It says crossbow, comma heavy.
Oh. Yeah, but I wrote that in and it's not bringing me the stats. I don't know why it wouldn't drag for me. I had to just write
Jack,
it in.
I
but
just opened your character sheet, and it's there.
okay. I don't think I can use it as a.
You have to equip it.
Weapon.
It's carried.
Okay.
You have to change it to equip, and then it shows up in your attacks.
Okay, thanks.
So I just clicked that for you. Oops.
You all start walking past the apprentice's house, and ironically, you see that's permanently covered in mist, but the tower isn't yet.
Oh, it has. Oh,
Yeah, he
So
spent 33
time-
years there.
times. Ooh,
What's
time's
that?
really fucky though. Okay, so our tower, he has to like upkeep this weird spell on our tower for a year
Hmm.
in order to make it permanent.
So the time dragon took you back in time
Hmm.
and brought you to this spot. The tower was not here when it took you back in
Yeah.
time.
Okay,
The
so
tower
his
just got here.
okay,
Right.
so his timer
it-
doesn't reset.
No, my timer doesn't reset
No.
because I just
Okay.
was casting those spells. Basically, what happened is young Gil walked out the door and old Gil was
Correct.
outside the door, and
Yes.
he went, "Hi,
Oh, okay.
I remember when I left. Love that guy. I'm cool and I'm here now."
Okay.
Right.
Did you drop the heavy crossbow?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I keep getting distracted.
Sorry.
No.
Focus.
I've
Focus,
just
damn
learned,
it.
we've learned a very important lesson, which is you can use the time dragon for a lot
Time.
more than we thought.
I love it. That's the coolest.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Sorry you had to get so old, but it's
Oh,
very cool.
love the fact that Gil is this ancient motherfucker now. I think he has morals. I think he's like decent now.
That would
Everything
be
okay, Justin?
It's probably the cat.
Currently, Justin is Lorelai, and Lorelai
That's
is
fine.
Kaylin.
While we're waiting, Scott, I'm sorry. Can you please drop a heavy crossbow in me?
I did. It's on you.
But
Oh, I found it.
but
Did you delete it?
I had to because I only typed it in. I never dragged one in. I just typed it and it wouldn't equip. It wouldn't load
That's
into
just a
my
line of text.
actions. Yeah, so it was just a line. Thank you.
How about
very
now?
much. It's perfect. Thanks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I have nothing I want except to sell these dwarves flowers if they will buy them.
Of course they will.
I know a beautiful young lady who would love those flowers.
You know everyone in town now.
Of course.
Yeah, you can just transpose that to gold.
I just wanted to stop keeping track of how many flowers I had.
Right, right. And you're
Welcome
back. Can you hear us?
Nope.
Nope. Can't hear
Test,
us.
test.
Yes.
There
There
hear
you are.
you.
Hello.
Do you hear us?
Yep.
Okay, good.
My whole computer decided to go tits up.
Did you?
Okay. Well, all right then.
Yeah, my laptop was
Alright,
acting funny
that's-
earlier.
Is there anything else anybody wants to purchase while you are here or achieve while you are here? Because, I mean, you all did just get here. Obviously, Gil has spent time in doing things, but
I'll
if
say
there's any...
goodbye to my wife and kids real quick before we leave.
They grew old and died already.
Oh, they're dwarves. They're gonna outlive me for a long time. They are tieflings, though.
I was gonna say,
unfortunately.
ooh, what's a tiefling dwarf look
Just
like?
like really
An
short,
abomination.
strong
It's a dweefling.
tieflings. Yeah, it's a dweefling.
Dweefling.
You see these two young children who are approximately 25.
That's
Just
racist.
little kids.
What do
Young
your
children that are
dweeflings look like,
25.
Miller?
My little tweeflings.
Yes.
One of them is blue. One of them is red. They have horns just like their papa.
Your
their
daughter has a
names-
full beard.
My daughter has. She's starting to grow her beard. My son's beard is down to his waist. They're beautiful. They look just like their mother. She didn't come. She just smacked me on the back and said, "Come back safe." But the kids wanted to follow and meet the adventurers I'd been telling them about.
See you later, stupid.
Goodbye, children. I'm off to save the universe.
For-
Dad went out for a bottle of milk and
Never came back. Vora wants to not call any attention, but she wants to ask somebody about the bracelet that she has, if she can figure out who it came from, who it was that gave it to her.
Oh, okay. You're trying to see if they know who gave it to you?
Yeah, does everybody have one of these? Is this like something you get at like the dwarven Walmart, or is this like
Dwarven Walmart?
is it like...
Walmart.
I loved Walmart. It's where I got all my value meals.
It's right next to Gnome Depot.
Oh, I hate it here.
You would see that if you show it to one of the dwarves, they will say, "Actually, this is made here at Moradin's Anvil. Whoever gave this to you has been here or has met someone who was from here."
Are y'all missing anybody?
Well, sometimes people choose to go explore the worlds,
Okay.
but most of our folk just enjoy our lives here. But that was crafted here.
Okay. I'm gonna make a mental note to pick Gil's brain later, since he apparently knows everybody there now.
I will.
And
kneel
given the
down.
length of time he was gone, he probably knows the person that gave this to me. So,
Potentially.
or knew that person.
I'm basically a dwarf at this point.
I don't think that's how that works.
Mhm.
Well, with age, I have gotten shorter.
Feel like this is dwarf face going on right now.
Dwarf thing. There is some appropriation going on, yes.
Like I was adopted at 38.
Right.
I'm basically still a kid to them. 71's like a teenager.
So it's like the dwarven version of Dances with Wolves.
They're sending their kid off to college is basically what they're doing right now.
You're doing your backpacking trip in Europe.
Well, whenever we are ready to leave, friends, let me know so I can kiss my children goodbye.
Papa.
What is it, Collie?
You're coming back, right?
In due time. It all has to do with time.
I don't mean to be
Lorelai's just-
insensitive, but those are some fucking ugly kids.
They're not pretty.
Dwarves and tieflings should not mate.
Dwarves with rippled skin and horns.
And some have tails. And...
Yeah.
Right.
They got you look down where you'd expect like big dwarf feet and you see hooves.
Oh no.
It's like they took a big mastiff and a chihuahua and mated them.
Ew.
What's that guy from Narnia? The little
The satyr?
Tumnus?
I think so, yeah.
Isn't he just a satyr?
He's a satyr.
I mean
Yeah.
they look like little satyr children despite the fact that they're just dwarven 28-year-olds.
Blue and red.
Ugh, I really
Blue
want
red.
this stupid eyeball.
I'll give you 300 gold.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Lorelai has been
No.
hoarding not magic, but Lorelai's been hoarding valuables.
I can't get you all the way there, but here, 300.
Money means nothing to me now. Here's 83 gold. I've been
Okay.
saving that for 33 years.
Lorelai takes the 300 gold and the 83 gold and then adds 17 gold and then hands it all back to Gil. Okay, can you fabricate me an eyeball now?
Yes, I can. Would you prefer we do it here or in the tower?
It does not matter to me. I just need this eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial.
Then witness my prowess, and with the raw resources available to me, I will spend 10 minutes cast fabricate, and you have your eyeball.
Thank fuck. Cool.
This is not ritual. I will have to make the plate tomorrow, but patience is a virtue I have learned, forged in steel and iron.
Boy, I bet the dwarves used the heck out of that spell.
Mm-hmm. You see there's like little statuettes and busts everywhere from the fabricated
You're
spell.
so goddamn fabricated out at this point every day for 30-something years.
I show Kaylin my cool new eyeball vial. Now I can summon the eyeball monster.
Why?
It's gross and it's cool.
Didn't we just have a whole conversation talking about you don't like eyeballs?
Yeah. Eyeballs that are gonna attack me.
Is this the legendary creature you spoke of all those years ago? I remember being excited to see it.
Yeah, I gotta come up with a name for him.
Oh,
I already have Radish and Frederick. What are we gonna name this one?
Mortimer.
Frederick.
No.
Or Fradish.
They didn't have a child.
It's just funny.
So, if there's nothing else needed to be done or purchased here, you guys can head on your way after the goodbyes are said to the children.
Caitlin didn't even make it into the town proper.
Right.
I guess it's time to go?
Let me tell you all the stories I have accrued. It's been a wonderful 33 years.
I would like to visit a tavern or a house of ill repute
I know just the place.
before
House
we
of
leave.
ill repute.
Well,
Trying to boink?
You want to go to a dive
Yes.
bar?
no, I
House
want
of
to
Lady
boink.
Favors.
Well,
I want
if you
boink.
if you want the boink
been
house,
too long.
it will be 2 streets down that way, a right, a
Where he met
street,
his
and then
wife.
a left. Yes, it is.
Are there choices of non-dwarf women?
Yes, actually.
Then I shall try. I'm gonna
They're
go.
all half dwarf.
Oh, I've only got 7 gold.
Yeah, they are.
Little obscure detail. I met my wife by hiring her and then talking to her about magic for 3 hours.
Oh.
And what you actually mean is Magic the Gathering for 3 hours.
Yeah, the card game, not the actual magic.
He invented it in Moradin's Anvil.
In Moradin's Anvil.
There's a new card game going around. See, I had these 2 legendary cards I had nothing to do with, so I started drawing more of them, and then...
The Phyrexians are just what comes out of the Cavern of Thought.
Right.
Oh, fucking.
All right.
For 33 years, I stared longingly out of the mouth of a cave at the Cavern of Thought.
Yeah, so you guys can choose to spend a night here. You can party. You can do all the things you want to do. Is there anything else we need to cover while you are here beyond that?
Not
No.
I.
Revel
Okay.
with my people.
And where are you headed from Moradin's Anvil?
A boat.
To the boat.
Towards the boat. Okay. You head towards the direction of the boat, and you see that there is a river that kind of lands in a small lake there, and the boat isn't actually there.
Aw,
Oh.
bummer.
That's a shame.
Okay, well, I say we cut south and just cut the in-between of the Court of Light and Samiana's Bog and head straight to Curst.
Okay, so you're heading down to Curst.
Yes.
All right. So this travel, I'm going to roll again. We'll do Bastion actions offline. This travel is another 14 days.
Just
Damn.
one of those
Constantly.
days, I'm just going to cast Fabricate and Cal has played.
All right.
Wow.
I will put that on Kelly.
Wow. That's amazing.
And we will, as you arrive to Curst, we will take our break and pick it back up from there. So let's take our 10-minute break, folks. We will be back, refresh your drinks, and we'll be back with some more.
Thank fuck, I have to pee.
Cannot.
I can. It'll just come back to me. I can sell it.
Hey, folks, we're back. The party is trying to scrounge a bunch of money so they can do a Ponzi scheme. So,
Hey,
We're
I've also got a
wandering.
vial of poison too. I could sell it.
We're already sitting at 750 if we're good to go.
Is that all we needed?
Yeah, we just needed to.
Okay.
We needed to crowdfund 750.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means the process begins now.
great. So,
900
This-
gold, here we go.
so the way I'm going to adjudicate this bastion action, you have gathered the supplies, sold these things, and crafted it.
Mm.
Does it also allow you to sell it now? Because the crafting doesn't take time.
I purchased the 750 in the Dwarven City.
Right. What I'm saying is the crafting doesn't
It takes
take
10
time, right?
minutes.
So the crafting happens, and the selling will happen on this bastion action
Yes.
Mhm.
that you're currently doing.
Mhm.
Okay. Great.
So on our next bastion action, we get
Right.
9 change.
So through the storehouse, you're selling a thing of plate mail, which gets
A 10% bonus.
right.
And
Okay.
then, which leaves me with 1,500 plus 150, so 1,650. But would I then have to go about acquiring more resources?
Yes, you would
Yes.
have to spend
Okay.
the money every time. So
Well, as in, do I have to spend an action to do that, or do I have that as a part of the action?
I believe that's part of the storehouse action, is it not?
To sell and acquire, not to sell or acquire?
It's the
Mm.
trade action.
oh yeah, so you gotta like
Is it all
Right.
inclusive, or is it only one way?
I don't know. I just closed it.
Folks
In any
online,
case-
we're playing with the Bastion rules from the new D&D rules 2024.
We're playing with
you
money.
too can build a wizard and then fucking run a Ponzi scheme.
Mhm.
Do you like printing money?
In any case, every cent
Fabricate.
that you make, I'm going to give back to you to invest in new steel.
I like that.
So, your walking fortress pulls up to the gate town of Curst. The
It is
odor-
an or, so we either procure or sell.
So every other time you make the money.
So this time, because we left a place of commerce, I earn the 1,650. And then next time I can acquire resources, and then next time I can sell again.
Right.
Okay.
The odor of rusty metal stings every breath you take. Ahead lies the gate town of Curst, a dismal-looking community surrounded by an imposing wall. Hulking sentries mind the barrier and oversee a gate entrance into town. As you near the town, your Mimir chimes and its eye sockets flicker like a dying candle flame.
Ew.
For Calistric, and Vora, make me perception checks, please.
Nine.
Oh, I did better than that. 18.
Okay. Calistric, you're looking at this town and you realize those walls are not designed to keep anything out. They are designed to keep things in.
I
Yay.
let everyone know.
And you see how the sentries are guarding. They are not caring about what is beyond the walls. They are guarding towards the town. So they are keeping things inside.
Is there anyone to talk to that we
Yeah,
can
there's
see?
some guards at the gate.
Lorelei.
You see two Maleficents. I think I have a picture of them. Hold on.
Yeah, what's a Maleficent? Is it
Play
Asol?
baseball against
Asol
them.
is a Maleficent.
Yep. No, Asol is a Loxodon.
Oh, it's those guys we fought in baseball.
Ugh.
Correct.
That's what I just said.
I missed that. I was handing out money.
There are two of them by the gate.
And we would know that they speak. Oh my gosh, their eyeballs. They've even got a little eyeball in the middle of their trunk.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Aye.
Ew.
Speaking of eyeballs, Lorelei, would you speak this time on our behalf?
I don't know what language they speak.
They speak common, like everyone else.
You don't know that.
You're correct, I do not.
If it is truly a problem, I could merely cast a spell to guide your tongue.
I mean, we can attempt and find out first.
Would you lead the way?
Those things are really gross looking, but I'll try.
I apologize for their disgusting nature.
You should be. It's all your fault.
I know.
Anyway, let's go.
Let us go.
As we go, Calistric's guild will hand you back $100. Dollars gold.
I give it back to you and say, invest wisely, my friend. I owe you dearly. As I got this beautiful, gleaming armor with intricate dwarven, like, runes and crafting and little pictures and symbols, just encrusted with this just beautiful symbology. I almost feel out of place. It's too nice. But I'm loving it.
Has, like, Calistrix engraved on part of the internal lining. In Dwarvish, of course.
I wish you had spelled it correctly, my friend. It is Calistric, not Calistrix. But no one knows except the dwarfs.
They will not see it.
It's like when you get like a tattoo in another language, your armor just says broccoli on it.
No regrets.
Right.
Egg.
Yeah, he's just
Excuse
got
me,
the dwarvish. the dwarvish takeout
You
menu.
catch their attention by hollering out, and they speak to you in a language that you may or may not understand.
Sylvan.
Is it
It's
abyssal?
not- It is not abyssal. It is not Sylvan.
Is it infernal?
Is it?
It is infernal.
Fuck.
I speak that.
I don't.
I'm a tiefling.
So they say, state your business.
We are here as mere adventuring travelers, attempting to briefly visit your city.
They look at each other. Make an insight check.
I think after 33 years I'd be a little more insightful, but I'm not at all.
All you know is metal.
I just learned about metal. Maybe I am more insightful, actually.
Nice.
They kind of
That's
exchange a
21.
glance that looks to you like, let's see how this plays out, kind of thing, you know?
Mhm.
And they're like, sure, you can go in.
You should ask them if this is prison.
What is this place, my fine friends? Is this a city, or is this a little something more restrictive?
Oh, it's restrictive based on what criteria?
Things coming in and out.
Oh, in's not a problem.
But out is.
I mean, you just have to get permission to leave.
Where's the gate?
From who?
You mean like the gate inside?
Yeah. Not the gate out, but like the gate.
So are you
Elsewhere.
translating for them?
Mhm.
They will say, oh, it is right in the center of town. You can't miss it.
Okay, bye.
In we go.
Let's go.
So as you go through the gate, you hear it slam behind you, and from the inside, like you can tell this place is designed to keep people in. There are twice as many guards visible to you on the inside, and they look at you immediately as soon as you're inside. The guards are looking at you as if you are prisoners.
I begin whistling and tapping on my drum.
I don't like this.
Didn't I ask if this was a prison? What the heck? You're
I
a horrible
believe-
translator.
We can
He asked
break
if it was
out
a
of this.
rutabaga.
We'll be fine.
He can just
Excuse
dimension
me,
door us out of here.
guards. Which way to the center?
Again, if you translate,
Yeah.
they will point towards the center of town.
And I will
Head
merrily
that way.
jaunt with my whistling and drumming.
With a strength and confidence, Gil follows awkwardly close behind.
Yeah, this place is like built of rusted metal, crumbling stone. It is run down. There is not
Generally dirty.
generally, yeah, dusty, and for the most part, utilitarian. There's nothing enjoyable about the architecture. There is nothing.
Brutalist.
Yeah, it's very brutalist. It's very utilitarian.
So Kalen is like the main character in a grim dark anime.
Right. Right.
Bright white fur,
Right.
sorts of colors.
The walls around you are 30-foot tall, made of rusted metal, razor vine, all strewn throughout them, which was not apparent on the outside. So obviously, like if you were to try to climb these walls, it would be extremely difficult and take a lot of effort and might get hurt and would slow you down so the guards could catch up to you. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're definitely feeling like you are inside a facility that is meant to keep you in. But nothing bars you from headed towards the center of town. You make your way, and as you get closer, you hear the gate before you see it. Winds are swirling, and dusty sand is like whipped up around this gate. So you see this kind of like swirling rusty mist around, and you hear the echoing, anguished wails of people that are in much anguish coming through the gate. No one here is making the wailing. It's only from the other plane on the other side of the gate.
We're
And
not.
as you get close enough, the Mimir peak, the flickering goes solid, and it's still that flame like candle like color. And he begins spouting the information about the gate town, so you know he has unlocked this knowledge.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, I feel like getting here was the easy part. I feel like going home is going to be the problem.
I turn, start whistling and tapping my drum back the way we came.
We shall be fine. They will let us back out.
I'm just
sure
walking
of it.
behind everybody, like as he's
It will
dancing
be
in
easy.
front.
Are there any other people?
Yeah, you see several other people. They are very downtrodden, kind of minding their own business, doing their own thing.
I'm
They
gonna
look-
do the Donald Trump in Puerto Rico and like huck bedrolls at people.
Nice.
For every person that he hucks a bedroll at, I'm going to use my wand of smiles and just cast it on them.
All right then. So you pass out some extra bedding
See, we solved Curst.
to people.
There it is.
Happiness for you, bedroll for you.
And if you're just intent to make your way back to the way you came in, you do, as you approach to head out, the guards kind of form up in front of you. There are 4 of these creatures that you saw. There are also a couple of humans as well that close a distance and come nearby, and are they basically say halt. No
We're
exit.
done. We'd like to leave now.
You do not have permission.
How
We've
can
only
we-
been here for like 5 minutes.
Doesn't matter.
Is there a way to gain permission?
Yes, you must ask the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The burgomaster's is the only one who can give permission.
Oh, I already asked him. He said it was okay.
That's not how it works.
Damn.
Where are they located?
They live in their mansion in the eastern part of town.
Hmm.
Do you have transport?
It just looks down at your boots or your feet.
I
Can't walk.
understand.
You can't walk?
I can. I don't wanna.
Well, then I guess you're going to stand there.
Is
Oh, here we
They're
go.
not very hospitable.
anything we could do to skip
You're catching
the due
on quick.
process?
I mean, if you want to skip the due process, just try to leave. We'll kill you and we'll be done.
No,
Okay.
but like, is there anything you want that you could just let us, just slide on through?
I can shake my ass for money.
Ooh, same.
Same.
Are you trying to bribe your way out of Curst?
Would that
I
work?
don't- Would that work?
We'll shake ass
Uh,
for exit.
I thought you would.
I'll shake my exit for your exit.
Ew.
Ew.
We can leave him here.
One bunny for an exit.
I guess we gotta go talk to the Hamburger Meister.
We'll go talk to the Burgermeister.
If the moving pictures tell me anything, we have to give him a yo-yo.
Oh,
A yo-yo?
What?
I love yo-yo.
I fucking love that movie so much.
What movie is that from?
oh,
It's
It's one
Santa
of the
Claus
old
comes to
holiday
town.
movies. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like one of
The
those
old
stop
claymation.
motion.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's fantastic. Not as good as A Year Without a Santa Claus, though.
But close.
It's probably the
Isn't
second.
his name Burgomeister?
It's
Yes.
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Meisterburger.
Yes.
Yes.
And he hates toys and he outlaws toys. And then Santa comes to town and brings him a yo-yo.
It
I
fixes
love it.
everything.
All right, well, let's go find Meisterburger.
While we're on the way, my companions, do you think I could find and purchase infernal iron to perhaps make infernal plate?
Don't think they have a system of commerce here.
Right, it is a
It
prison.
does not look like there's anything that represents a system of commerce.
I forgot that we're in hell prison.
Excuse
I'm too
me.
pretty for prison.
Is there a meal time?
When do I get my 3 hots and a cot?
Do I get my one sending stone, or is that
No, there's not a mealtime.
What?
If you're looking for food, there's Trader's Gate. And they point to a building over there that looks to be like it kind of looks like a for lack of a better description, an overturned bucket.
Oh.
Is the shape of the building.
It's the Krusty Krab?
Kind
it's
of.
a chum bucket, isn't it?
I have a smear campaign against Tradegate. We can't be eating there.
It's called Trader's Gate.
Oh, so it's
Traitors.
totally different.
Oh, Traitors Gate?
Yes.
The evil
Mm.
version, so they're cooler.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just have a goatee.
Yes. Everybody looks the same except with goatees.
Well,
Well, off to the
Burgermeister.
mansion.
Okay, so you make your way across town to the mansion. You do see there are patrols of wyverns flying above the town. You could tell that they are meant to be patrolling the air above the wall. As you travel through, you see that. And you make your way to the mansion. Standing on the front porch of the mansion are 2 of these things.
Oh,
The fuck is that?
Hello.
gross.
I eyeball this big bitch. Does he look like I could take him?
You could certainly try.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say how you feel, but
I know I could take him.
he looks extremely strong, extremely hardy.
We're trying to
Excuse me,
ask.
gentlemen. We're looking for the Burgermeister.
He's not here.
That's bullshit. The guards just told us he's here.
No, the guards told you this is where he lives. I'm telling you, he's not here.
Where is he?
Detect thoughts.
Okay, surface thoughts are, who are these dipshits? That kind of thing. I can't wait for my shift to be over. Those kind of surface thoughts there.
Mhm.
And he says, he doesn't tell us where he goes. He just tells us when he goes and when he comes
Okay,
back.
we'll wait in his waiting room.
No, you won't.
How
What's the
long
procedure?
Is he usually gone?
The procedure is I tell you to fuck off and you fuck off.
That doesn't work for me.
I don't care.
I'm gonna
Listen,
probe
we
her.
won at baseball. We're like legends around here.
The fuck is baseball?
I already forgot what the game was called.
Man,
But
the
you hit the
bullshit
ball.
one is so much cooler than this one.
I'm gonna probe his mind deeper.
Okay. What save is that?
It is a wisdom saving throw. Hopefully, this flesh golem T-Rex monster does not have a high wisdom. Kind of banking on it.
No, but he has magic resistance.
What's my DC? How do I see that?
It
I don't
doesn't.
know. What's your DC?
I don't know where to see it. Is it in my spells?
I don't know where it is on a character sheet. I can't remember.
That is what confuses me.
If you hover over one of your spells that
Has a save.
force a save, it should tell you.
Let me look.
Mhm.
Detect thoughts. The save is 16. He fails.
Okay. So, what are you looking for in his brain? How does this work again?
As a magic action on your turn, I can probe deeper into the target's mind. If they fail the saving throw, I discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in the back of its mind. On a successful save, it knows, but it didn't. And I
Got
can
it.
use an action to just keep digging, basically.
Right. So he's definitely frustrated with this questioning. He really doesn't want to have to kill you all, but he has no compunction stopping him from doing that.
Any details on where his boss is?
As far as the boss information, everything that has been said is all there in his thoughts,
It's
and
truthful.
it is exactly truthful.
Okay, so his boss isn't home.
Right.
So then while I'm in his mind to hopefully get some sort of reaction, I'll go, okay, we will leave you, my friend. We will be gone and out of your hair. In fact, we will simply go search for him wherever he may have gone. In that, I'm hoping maybe he thinks about it, or if he just thinks, I don't know where the fuck that guy is, I hope they get lost and eat shit, just to discern something.
Yeah, pretty much. He thinks, he goes, God, I hope boss is gone for a long time because these guys are fucking assholes.
He doesn't really know where he is.
I sit
Okay.
down. Just full
Ooh.
crisscross applesauce, like right in front of them, and I'm gonna pull out playing cards.
Lorelai will prestidigitate the dust off of the floor and sit down as well. She'll actually take out of her backpack her really fancy bedroll and just lay it down on the ground after she's prestidigitated all the dirt off. And she'll take out her tan and just start playing it.
You know, I'll stand in the middle and start rubbing my beard and pondering, and I'll go, the shameful things that a soul is glitching today. And yet 33 years ago he told me that I need not take locate creature, for he would have it. This is truly a predicament.
I start playing solitaire.
This guy's gonna kick the shit out of us. He's gonna kill us.
Yeah. So these two guys kind of looking at each other, looking at you, listening to the tam. How? Make a performance check on the tam.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Get out of here, ugly monster.
By the way, how big?
They're medium sized.
Oh, less intimidating. Never mind.
Ooh, 23.
So not the one you were talking with. The other one just starts like tapping his foot, enjoying it.
She'll see him enjoying the music and then play worse.
Purposefully play bad.
Yeah.
He stops tapping his foot. He frowns a little bit.
I'm sorry. Do you like music?
Yes.
Well, what if I made you a deal? You help us figure out where Burgermeister is, and me and this guy over here will not only play you lovely, wonderful music, but we'll dance for you too.
Not really interested in any of that.
I thought you just said you liked the music.
Well, when you started, but then it got bad.
I did that on purpose.
That's what they all say.
Do
She
you
just
have,
goes back and like makes it nice again.
Roll into the performance check.
do you have many people sit and play you music?
Ooh.
14?
So it's not quite as good. He's like,
Listen. It is what it is. He's got a cool drum. It's missing percussion, more percussion.
Well, why don't you go find someone who can play music, and he's just pointing like towards the town.
What are you good at?
I believe I've been summoned, and I will whip my drum, place them on top of the cards, and just start drumming along with her.
Give me a performance check.
20.
So he says, "Yeah, see, you're fine. Yeah, you guys are great musicians. Wonderful. Play all you want. It'll help pass the time."
You don't want to help us figure out where this guy is?
We don't know where he is. We can't even attempt to do that.
He never tells you where he goes?
No. He's
How
What
often?
kind of
in charge.
creature is he?
He's in charge. Ooh, what kind of creature is he?
Well,
I
all
love
this
it
is going
because-
on. Vora just lays down and like puts an arm over and just like takes a nap.
It's just so hot and humid here. Everything's sticky and covered in blood.
I'll sit with Vora.
She has nothing to offer this performance, so she's just going to let the professionals do their thing.
It didn't go the way I wanted it to.
No.
My talents are useless.
Well, we could
And
learn
does it.
if he has a special object he likes to carry around, and I could find that. But unfortunately, A Soul told me he'd always have locate creature, but he's not here right now.
He says, he's a fellow fiend like us.
Cuter or uglier?
Much uglier.
Ugh.
Does he have any special signifying robes or a crown, wand,
Scar,
Badge of office.
beads?
a tooth.
I mean, he carries a staff and has wings.
Hmm.
Oh, since this is a prison and all, have you seen this prisoner? And I'll show him a prestidigitation of Rome.
He says, no, and I need everyone to make perception checks.
Oh,
Perception. Ooh.
14.
21.
19.
20.
So the 20s and 21, sorry, Calistric, so close. See, there is, out of the shadows of a nearby building, there is a hooded figure that seems to lean closer when Lorelei prestidigitates that image. Humanoid in shape.
I'm gonna nudge Gil and point.
But the two that you're talking to don't have, like, they don't recognize that.
I'm just gonna passively, offhandedly, just cast a locate object on their hood.
How
Just
far
so
away
that-
is this
On
person?
their hood? What do you mean?
As in, they're a hooded figure, yeah?
Yeah, they've got a cloak with the hood up. Yeah.
A cloak is an object.
He just wants
Okay.
to be able to track
I
them.
just want to track them.
But you're locating an object on.
Their cloak. So if they run away wearing the cloak, I know
Got
where
it.
the cloak is, so I know
Got
where
it.
they
Got
are.
it. Got it.
How far away is this person?
Probably 60 feet or so.
Oh,
I
good.
reach into my belt pouch and pull out a piece of copper wire, and I point to him and go, "I can see you. What do you want?"
I've seen who you're looking for.
I cast it again. Stay right there. Well, it's been nice. And I pick up my cards.
Oh, are we leaving already?
to go.
Damn. Okay, I'll roll up my bedroll. It's Sherpa lined.
And
I'm
I
up.
will discreetly, like under my breath, there's someone who's seen Rome over there.
Yes. I have them marked. I realize now that I probably could have just said something to them by saying holding my own copper wire.
Jim, Frank, it's been a pleasure.
How do you fucking know our names?
I
Jim and
also
Frank.
hold up my copper wire. Huh.
That makes you think.
I didn't see him.
We should be
Correct, you
using
did
this
not.
more often.
So I'll head on over.
All right.
Since I've seen the guy too, I see where he's going, so I follow.
I'll just follow them. I'm not staying with ugly and uglier.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jim
So-
and Frank,
Hello.
they have names.
Oh, sorry. Jim Ugly and Frank Uglier.
As you step towards him, he steps out of the shadows towards you. An aged human wearing a tattered cloak approaches. His skin is crisscrossed with scars, and he carries himself with an air of confidence. In a resonating voice, the man says, "They say no one leaves, Curst. Really, you just need the right friends to get out. And you all look like you're in the friend-making mood."
Is he dirty?
Dusty.
The prestidigitate is all the dust off of him.
Says,
I enjoy making friends and enjoy leaving. Where did you see Rome?
he was here.
And how did he get out?
I told them how to get out.
Can you repeat those instructions?
Perhaps.
What do you want?
What will it take to repeat those instructions?
I'll shake ass for instructions.
Same.
I would watch.
He says, "I'm a little too old for that, but I appreciate the effort, I guess." However,
trust me, I understand.
perhaps we could just go somewhere more private and have a discussion about a business arrangement.
Let us do so.
Is there
Sure.
anywhere private here?
Well, sure. And he starts walking
What is your
around
name?
the corner. What's my name? My name is Valder.
Valder?
Yes.
Wait, an old man named Valder?
Yes.
That's crazy to me for so many different reasons.
He says, "Come, I want you to meet my son."
Damn. How'd you both end up in prison?
They walked through the front door, apparently.
Like we did.
But we had to come here.
Maybe they
Lorelai,
did
I
too.
think this is I think you have to marry his son.
As
We'll
you are walking, his cloak kind of flips back, and you notice a familiar uniform that he is wearing.
No shit.
He is wearing a uniform of the Mercy Killers.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
no.
From
okay. So
Sigil.
not the shit wizard that has 50 fucking spells. Just the one that tried to kill Laura.
Yes. Yes.
should
Shit wizard.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can't help but to notice that you're a bounty hunter.
I was.
Okay. You're not hunting bounties right now?
Off duty, as they say.
Uh, off the grid, as they say.
So retired. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your organization's a bit of a dick. I think they killed me.
He says, I don't doubt it. And he takes you inside a building, and it's kind of like a rundown little hovel apartment building kind of thing. And he opens a door, and he calls out, Felic! And a moment later, you see a young man enter the room from a curtained off back room.
Did you
He
say his name
resembles
is Phallic?
Felic. Felic. Not
Okay.
phallic. Felic.
Tomato,
And,
tomato.
I mean, are you sure?
the son looks like a younger version of the older man. However, he is somewhat transparent and ghost-like.
Dang,
Is he hot?
somewhat.
Is he hot?
Does the module tell you if he's hot?
Does it?
Roll for
I'm
hotness.
just double checking. So yeah, let me 3d6, 4d6 drop the
Oh.
lowest.
Oh. Ooh.
Average.
Mm,
He's average.
I don't want to marry him, but
Exactly a compliment.
I'll shake ass for information.
He says, "Is it time to go, Father?" And Valder says, "That's gonna depend on these folks, I think."
Well,
Please explain.
So, I, as you have ascertained, am a former member of the Mercy Killers, and I am wanted by them.
Huh.
oh,
Same.
I refuse to take a bounty on someone who I believed was innocent.
Wasn't us, was it?
I don't believe so. Look you all over again.
I don't think we're very innocent people.
But he says, so I had to leave Sigil. And my son had an accident in Sigil and died. And got turned into what he is now.
Lorelai will
his-
lean over to Kaylin. I don't shake ass for dead things.
What
kink
is he,
shame?
my friend?
What'd you
So
say?
how do we get out of here?
I said, what is he? Is he ghost? Spirit?
So he says, actually, as far as I understand it, he is divine in nature. He is a celestial.
Hmm. How could this have occurred?
He says, where is it?
One day.
Hold on. Let me see if it's in here. One moment, please.
What's the kid's name? Phallic? Valder and Phallic, right?
No.
Phallic.
Phallic. Fellik.
I like
Phallic.
phallic better.
I understand.
No, you don't. Where is this thing?
Come on. Come on.
Thought it was here. Oh, there it is. Page 4, even. Really close. Okay. So, make me religion checks.
Ooh,
All of us?
well.
Yes.
What kind of celestial is phallic? 19.
Nice. Religion.
13.
2.
By Moradin's beard, 16.
So, Gil and Calistric, you would know this creature as what's known as a petitioner. They are former mortals, lived, died, and now exist on the outer planes. They typically will inhabit a plane that shares their alignment, or a realm of a deity they worship. However, some become lost and wander. Any creature that isn't a celestial could become one of these, a celestial or fiend. So they are their creature type changes from whatever they were to celestial. They can't leave the outer planes. And portals or magic that allow transport beyond the outer planes don't affect them. They can be returned to life only by a true resurrection or wish spell. And they are kind of like they're in a state of like in betweenness, as it were. They are dead. They died, but they're inhabiting this kind of existence.
They're in limbo.
In a very in a purgatorial way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so they explain that my son, who is very kind-hearted and belongs to be at rest on Mount Celestia, decided to try and come find me after his accident. And he came here, and now he is trapped inside this prison, as we all are. But I know a way out, and I need someone to take him.
We would be happy to do such a thing. Should you show us the way? And you as well, should you want to leave.
He says, I believe I am safest here. I am hunted.
That makes sense.
Very
We-
noble.
So, how do we get out?
Well, there is a passageway that leads to a tunnel that goes underneath the walls. The passageway begins in the dump.
Of course it does.
No.
Why did not this R04M take your son with it?
I didn't think this R04M had the ability to protect my son.
Did he leave you a card?
he kind of looks at you and says, "Yes, he did."
We're collecting them. Can I have it?
1 second. I need to check something.
It's been
Gotta-
33 years since I've done this. I'm so excited.
I gotta remember which card this is. Do-do-do.
The card of you win.
Oh! The card of learn a proficiency. Fuck!
Card of level up.
Wow, great.
Any of these would work.
Love this card that lets me. Yay.
Art of creating plate mail.
Gil just rips it in half. He's like, we don't need it.
He says, I don't really want to part with it.
How come?
In exchange for bringing your son out? I'm good, but I'm chaotic good.
I could offer you something, friend. Your goal is to stay hidden, correct?
Yes.
In return for that card, I can give you my good word, promise, and information on a location hidden in Moradin's Anvil, shrouded by a permanent enchantment that will not let any see or find you. You need only say that Gileatia sent you for protection. I give you the location of this place, where you may hide with my peers. They will take care of you. In return, we take your son, we take your card.
Gil,
Everything, please. Yes?
wait for him to counteroffer before you one up my negotiation.
Oh, I'm so. I was just trying to be
He
cool.
was gonna do it already.
Oh,
It wasn't in your like wife's house that you made.
no, it was my master's grand forge that I could have done it to 33 buildings. Really, I only did it to the forge. I don't know why I didn't do it on more. But
No wonder your wife was so ready to get rid of you.
she never asked for her house to be hidden by shroud magic. I don't know what to say.
I do not wish to bring my organization's wrath down upon the inhabitants of Moradin and Anvil.
Well,
I would have to get there.
that is true.
And from what I remember of the map, there's a lot of nastiness between here and there.
My
Lots of
friend,
places with eyeballs.
There is
Some-
one way we could get him there undetected and keep him there undetected. We just so happen to have an undetectable tower.
I was going to say, you look, Baldur, like you have many skills. You could come with us. We have a fortress with protection, and
we're
no one
already
can see it.
being hunted too. So I mean, like, he's got a point. Like, we're kind of already in the same boat with you. So if you want to like come live with us and like work on our tower,
You could join us.
mm-hmm.
We are hidden constantly via my magics on the move.
Anyway, back to the card. Could I trade you this card? And I hold up the full card.
Mm-hmm.
What does it do?
You use it on a person, and it makes them really, really bad at everything for about a minute.
Mine is more powerful than that.
Okay.
If the price of you taking my son is for me to give up this card, I will do it.
Well, that's the price then.
We offer you safe
I
haven.
think we
but
need all of the cards to get back where we came from.
That is also true.
What?
Yeah, the reason we're being hunted is because we technically are out of time and space and are like out of sync with reality.
Oh, I just thought about it. Maybe being 33 years older is making me a double felon for the time police. Uh-oh.
When I say that your organization killed me, it wasn't me, it was other me.
I know it makes my head hurt too.
You are hunted by her then.
Her?
No.
Who's her?
The lady.
Asol's god.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, just her police. And the Mercy Killers and these dicks that throw fireballs that really hurt.
Uh-huh. I hate to say it. Had I still been in service, I would probably be on their side given the fences that you guys are up against. I no longer work for them, so you have no fear from me. But messing with time and it's not really smart.
We didn't choose to mess with time that I know of.
E equals MC squared. I will mess with time. I've messed with time at every opportunity I've been given, and I would say it to the police. I'll do it again. I've very much enjoyed manipulating time.
Listen, we woke up in a morgue and we had these cards and we can't get rid of them and we've been finding them. Rome has been leaving them for us. I would greatly appreciate it if we got this card so that we can go home and go back to our time. And yes, I'll get your son out of here. No problem. Just give me the damn card. Please?
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage?
Sure.
Sweet. I didn't think that worked.
No, you put a lot of effort into this conversation. It's fair. You have people helping you, etc.
27.
He says, and he hands the card to his son, and he says, "They get you safe. Give this to them."
Yeah, that tracks.
Fair.
Do you know what it does?
Yes.
Will you tell
I
us?
pick a person I can see nearby, and I put them in prison.
Oh.
For a brief period of time. It lets me get away.
Interesting.
And he shows you the picture on the
Don John.
What's the
prison
spell?
card?
Do
The
we
prison
know?
card in the prison.
So we need to go to the dump to find some tunnels that will lead us out of here.
There's a giant skull of a dragon. Through the eye, you will find a passageway leads into the ground.
Which eye?
It
More
is
eyes.
It is the dragon's left eye.
Okay.
Okay.
And where's the dump?
And he gives you directions, and he says you won't be able to miss it.
Because of the
I will
smell,
lead.
right?
Big
Oh yes.
I don't know. Prison's sounding kind of nice.
Are you ready
But
for
it's so
feeding time?
dusty.
You're in a squalid apartment. Like Like there's like half a mattress on the floor. Like
But-
you're saying this sounds nice.
Better than like rummaging through the garbage.
It's
Well,
only
we could-
temporary. You can prestidigitate it the whole time we're there, just continuously.
That or the slop feeding pit.
Okay, you know what? You guys are right. It's fine.
If you need,
Fine.
you can ride the broom and not touch any of the muck.
Speaking of the broom, can you not just fly away?
I feel like they would shoot me down with hell magic and I would explode.
There's
Yeah.
wyverns up there.
Yeah.
Ah, wyverns.
Couldn't you just dimension door us out of here?
I could dimension door 2 of it. I could take the sun and go. Right now, actually. And we would be guaranteed safe, but you guys would have to get out on your own. That is a service I could do for my friends, yes.
I think the DM would like for us to make a decision.
No, the DM wants us to try and dimension door.
Well, the DM will also be overjoyed to know that I spent, oh no, I haven't fabricated today. I could try it. I just think I would get shot.
I think it's okay. I will suffer through the trash and I will take the most glorious bath when we get back onto the fucking tower.
Okay,
Let us
Understood.
go.
let's just hold our nose and go.
Balder pulls his son aside for a private moment of goodbye.
Right?
And they part ways, and you see the son has a look of resolve and confidence that mirrors the confidence you saw in his father when he walked up to you at first.
Can the son speak?
Yeah, he spoke.
We
He
did.
can talk.
Very well. Let us move. I shall lead, just in case it hits some fan of some sort.
All right.
On we go.
So you head to the dumps. Giant junk heaps lay before you. The path through the junk is one that is difficult to step through at best. This is not like there is not a clear passageway once you get in amongst the dump area. Chunks of rusted metal and towers of heaped up trash, noxious smells all around, and you see this metallic large dragon skull in the distance as you head towards it. Crawling over said trash heaps are several creatures. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Well, can't we at least know what these creatures look like?
Nope. Not till next session.
Not till next time.
What are their names?
There are no names.
Jim
don't
and
have
Frank.
Is it Jim and Frank? Did they follow us?
No, but I'm sad you guys didn't really pick a fight with Jim and Frank.
They were
Aw.
beating us up.
All right, everybody. We are Dicey Decisions. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. We're here on Friday nights. We also have a campaign run by Jack on Monday nights called Zeros to Heroes. You can check that out on the same channel here on Twitch. We also have our back episodes of previous campaigns and current campaigns on our YouTube channel. We also have a Discord. Find all the places to interact with us. We'd love some more feedback from people who have seen the show. And good gaming, everybody. That was a lot of fun, everybody. We will catch you all next time.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.